First, Abu Sayyaf, I will not tolerate any form of terrorism in the Philippines. And therefore, all military elements that are coddling a few hundred rebels are going to be dispatched. They're going to be disciplined or removed from office because the Abu Sayyaf from our connections in Mindanao could not really flourish if they did not get the support of the military, some growing elements in the military. That's why they're able to continue. And many of the Muslim leaders in Mindanao tell us that the Abu Sayyaf is not Islamic. This is not a Muslim group. They're total violation of the Quran. They're a disgrace to Islam. So their cover that they are religious warriors, jihadists, is just branding and it's a useless cover for private terrorism. We will send feelers to Abu Sayyaf to dishonor because I want to address the radical poverty that created Abu Sayyaf. The radical poverty and injustice, some of the historical injustices that created Abu Sayyaf. So, and then in connection with to answer the question, how will we win the GMA? First of all, during this campaign period, in my sorties in Pampanga, I will try to clarify to the Pampangueño people potentially supporting you that you are harboring a major disaster in the making if you put Arroyo back. A president who's so unpopular, who for me is illegal, because I really believe that the NRC thing is unresolved, and somebody who's totally abused a lot of Filipinos all these years. If you want to elect another person like that in office, there's something wrong, really wrong with your brain, or wrong with your own love for this country. How can you allow somebody to get elected whose clear intent is to then capture power again as Prime Minister in the attempt to change the Constitution to a constitutional assembly? It's the reason why she's running. So, even before there, and let's say she succeeds, then we will have a very interesting time because if she's the progress like that, executive branch, in a sense, change positions, she knows the powers of the presidency. The only thing that she did, she really abused it to the hill and even went beyond crossing boundaries between the legislative and the judicial. So, there will be a constant, the office of the president will become an office to actually then argue against any transformation of government, especially with a role around trying to capture the prime minister's position in a change of government. I'm really passionate about this because I think she's really a traitor to this nation. It's a very strong word.
That means you're not for charter change.
I'm open to charter change via constitutional convention, maybe 3 years after the election. Not as a kind of thing we need to do it because instill instability. People's minds when you start off with a new government outside and talking about changing the form of the government. So maybe 3 years into the line when there's no political season direction, the leadership at the presidential level. And by the time people are going to see a very different kind of government.